You know, when William Ruto cancelled the Adani deal, people don't seem to understand why he cancelled Adani's contract. You know, in the US, Adani was indicted not for bribing US officials, not for any contract that Adani was doing in the US. Kenyans need to understand that Adani was indicted in the US for allegedly bribing foreign officials, people in other countries like Kenya, for example, to bribe them to give them contracts. Then once they secure those contracts, they leverage with the contracts they have to go and look for venture capital in the US to encourage US investors. See, we have this big portfolio. Now you can invest your money in our entity. So they were getting American money using a leverage from contracts procured through corruption. That is why they elected. So, in the fullness of time, if it was going to be shown that Adani also has contracts in Kenya, they will be asked, okay, let's see the contracts in Kenya. When was it signed? Okay. They will follow the paper trail. Was there any bribery of a Kenyan official? For example, did you use this jet that Ruto used to America? Was it Adani jet? And if it was, that's corruption. That's corruption. That's bribery. That is bribery right there. Because you are giving the president of a country a private jet. You signed a contract with that same country. You get? Those are the kind of things that are going to be looked into. The nature of Adani's engagements with people in Kenya. And William Ruto was running from that scrutiny. And in the fullness of time, we are going to see.
Not that Adani had a project in the US.
No. It is contracts like the ones that he was going to get in Kenya. That was going to be scrutinized by the US to say, okay, this one, you got this contract, but we can see here you are giving money to officials in that country. You are bribing them. Also, you want to get our money as Americans through corruption-induced contracts. That was the main issue. And Kenyans need to understand that.
And that is the kind of a guy that the president had told us that was going to handle our contract, our airport for the next 30 years.
That's the money was given for airport for the next 30 years. Has been given park projects all over here worth almost 100 billion Kenyan shillings. He's having his subsidiaries in our healthcare system. You don't know what was going to come next. Maybe Adani was going to sell our oxygen. The rate at which you are seeing the reaction from the politicals who are not happy. They are better than the American New York court that has indicted it. They are better than the Department of Justice. Okay, fine. Same constituent country that DPP is known for only withdrawing corruption charges, not filing any fresh cases, not successfully prosecuting. Now you want to compare it with the DOJ. And one thing I must tell our viewers, you know, when in America on white collar crime, by the time they file and seek for an indictment of a person,
like the one for Adani,
the evidence is glaring. On white collar crime, they rarely miss the target. Because they've done their research, they've done their investigation, they've put together all the pieces. The evidence has been taken through several layers of lawyers to look and confirm if this can support a conviction. So what Adani should be doing in America today is to ask for a plea bargain. Because those people don't take cases in court that you are going to chance. It may go this way or this way.
And then they might lose.
No. By the time they indict you on a white collar crime like this one, the evidence is overwhelming. What you should be asking is plea bargain. That instead of giving me 50 years, you can give me 20. So Adani and Kenya is that. When they started, they said give us 3 months. 3 months came. They said give us 6 months. 6 months came. They said 1 year. 1 year came. Kenyans are not saying that Ruto isn't capable of solving the historical problems. The agitation is because Ruto is causing more problems. No one is even asking him to solve the historical problems. We are simply telling him, don't cause us more problems. Don't take odious debt. Don't superintend over a police state that kills its young people. Don't forcefully abduct our young people. Do not engage in economic sabotage of the nation. Those are not historical. Those are occurrences that are happening today. You have an economy that because of government policies, you are seeing job losses every day. The cost of living is increasing. We are not saying they were demonstrating because of the cost of living that was there in 2007. No, it's the cost of living today. We are not saying shift share that is making our people to die is the shift share of 2007. No, it's the shift share now. We are not saying university funded model. Those are the problems it's causing. So the agitation is not about solving. There's nothing historical about our problems. People are agitating because of the policies he has adopted today that are causing pain to them today. So when they try to tell you, give us time to resolve, we are not saying we don't have a problem with the historical problems. Those ones we can live with. We've lived with them anyway historically. We are saying economic policies today, which are causing us pain. Those are the things we are rejecting. This shift share nonsense, these forced abductions and disappearances, the killings of our young people. Right? Your odious debt, the legal debts you keep taking in the name of Kenya doesn't come into Kenya. Those are the problems we are dealing with today, not past. Okay. So our agitation against him is because of what he's doing today. That is leading to a collapse of this economy. Our young people are not able to get jobs. Those who are in the job market are losing their jobs. Those are today's problems, not last year's problems, not the other year's problems. Those are not Uru's problems. Okay. Those are his problems. When you run an economy that you are guaranteed that tomorrow is more painful than today, there's nothing historical about it. It's futuristic. In fact, Kenyans are fighting for the promised future pain that you are giving them. They are not crying about yesterday's pain. It's the promise of a future pain. And the today's pain. That is what is leading people to agitate. So how long does it need? Even if you gave William Ruto 1,000,000 years, the answer is the same. Spectacular failure. You will fail. It will cause you more pain. Then there's nothing about more time that will resolve that. But the reality out here, our young people who are jobless, who can barely earn a living per day, they are growing in droves. It is now almost a guarantee that you finish university or college or TVET, you are guaranteed that there will be no job for you. That is what is sure. Getting a job is now luck. And these are humans we're talking about. Somebody has done everything according to book. You are told to be a good child, you are a good child. Told go to school, you went to school. Got your certificate and qualifications, you got them. Then the society fails you. Because there are no jobs that can be created that you can do that is commensurate with your qualification. And even the odd jobs that you're now forced to do are not enough. But you're a human being. You must live. You must eat. You must meet your basic needs. And to achieve all of this, you must have money. There's no production taking place here. So as we pontificate on the table, the reality on the ground is dire. I've been to situations where you see somebody struggling to just get 50 shillings. These are grown up. Just 50 shillings for the day. And they cannot get it. Now that is the legacy of William Ruto and Kenya Kwanza to Kenyans. Why do I blame them? Because a government, I'm not even saying government should create jobs. A government should create an enabling environment that can foster production. Once they foster production, when majority of people are engaged in productive acts, there will be opportunities available across the board. Kenya Kwanza is intentionally impoverishing our people. They want you to be so poor that come election time, you cannot question them. You will be given 100 shillings, that's enough for you to go and vote for them. But they're dealing with a different generation. These Kenyans that I meet on the streets, they may be poor, but they're not stupid. They understand what the problem is. And I'll tell you, some people sometimes argue that no, government cannot employ everybody. Yes, government cannot employ everybody. But government comes up with policies that is supposed to foster growth and development.